studios in Burbank, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, featuring Kevin Eubanks and The Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall. Tonight, Jay welcomes first graders performing a Thanksgiving pageant. From Caroline in the City, actress Leah Thompson, the amazing Flying Karamazov Brothers, and Jay's 6th annual Thanksgiving Parade. And now, Jay Leno.
Hi, everybody. Hi, you guys. How are you? Hi, folks. Hey, guys. How are you? Yo. What's happening? How you doing, guys? Welcome. Thank you very much. Hello there. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh. Welcome, fellow El Nino enthusiasts. Oh man, it was raining. It's the worst. Do you know what I hate about when it rains in LA? It makes the smog too chewy. You know what I'm saying? Can't with that. In fact, it was raining. Everybody's shoes were as wet as June Allison's today. That's how much it was raining. It was just terrible, terrible.
Oh, man.
And today was also the busiest travel day of the year. Give me an idea how busy it was. Frank Gifford's flight attendant was on her feet all day. That's how bad. That's how bad. Woo, busy day. Well, tomorrow's the big day. You know, Thanksgiving is really an odd holiday when you think about it. I mean, it's just an excuse to eat a lot of food, then unbuckle your pants in front of everybody. You know? Sounds more like President's Day to me, doesn't it? Sounds more like President's Day. And you probably saw this yesterday. President Clinton granted an official presidential pardon to the White House turkey. You know, why do presidents always do this? When are we going to start getting tough on these turkeys? You know what I'm saying? They think, they come in, they abuse our legal system because they know they're going to get pardoned.
That's it.
They know they're not going to get a laugh, but they know. Well, here's some interesting Thanksgiving news. Listen to this. How many of you ordered a Thanksgiving sandwich for lunch today, and then you feel like an idiot going, well, I can't eat this. I'm going to ruin my intake for tomorrow, you know? Because you try to pace? Apparently not. Well, listen to this, then. Just forget that other stuff. That was just a setup for this. According to a skincare expert, Elena Shell, I heard this on one of the radio this morning, she says the best thing for your face is turkey fat. She says, women, rub that on your face. It helps you look years younger and more attractive. Really? Huh? Look what it's done for turkeys. How attractive are their faces? Really? Oh, really? I mean, say, no, what woman? No. What woman's going to go, hi, boys, how are you? Nice to see you. What woman wouldn't love to have this just hanging down there? Hi, guys. How are you? And psychologists also say, this is serious, that, you know, the period between Thanksgiving and New Year's is when most people commit suicide, isn't that sad? Well, of course, to cope with the rush, Kevorkian, oh, well, he is just, you know, apparently he has come up with a new suicide machine that gives lethal injection. We'll show that new one he's got, as you can see. See, it's got fen-phen, it's got margarine, it's got all the big eggnog, a little bit of fruitcake, a little bit of everything. They get you more in the holiday spirit. Well, let's see what's going on with the Iowa 7. The Iowa 7, they sound like they're being indicted, don't they? The septuplets, the Iowa 7. Well, Bobby McCoy, the woman who gave birth to the 7 babies, left them in the hospital and returned home Monday. She told them she'll be back to pick them up in 18 years. Yeah, thank you. Good luck. Good luck with that. Have fun. Well, Newsweek is in trouble. Do you hear about this? You know, Time and Newsweek each had a picture of the mom. And Newsweek retouched the cover photo to make Bobby McCoy's teeth look better and whiter. On the cover of Newsweek, Time didn't straighten her teeth, but on Newsweek, they straightened her teeth and made them look like they were all capped. And the photographer who took the picture could not be reached for comment today. He was just hired to go to England and take pictures of the royal family. Yeah, so he's doing that. He's doing that right now. Yeah. Oh, it's the holidays. Who cares? And speaking of kids, now this is really odd to me. Experts say one of the most popular toys for Christmas this year is an electronic date book for kids. Kids grow up so. Do kids really need a date book? Are their schedules that tight? Let's see, I'm not going to make my 11 o'clock sandbox. My secretary's got me. I got to throw dirt clods at 11. Supposed to tease the cat for an hour, then lunch with Billy. I got to get organized. I can't. This is not. I've got to get some kind of an organizer. This isn't working for me. Well, how about that new realistic Barbie doll? You know about this doll they're coming, the realistic Barbie? She will have smaller breasts and bigger hips to make her more like the general population. Well, now they've also come out with a realistic Ken to go with Barbie. Joey, have you got? I just saw this on the store shelves today. See, here's the realistic Ken. He's got the beer gut, as you can see, kind of balding, big butt in the back. Yeah, just kind of a realistic. Oh. And for adults, here's an interesting toy, a jeweler by the name of Harry Winston. You ever hear this guy? He's a big fancy jeweler in New York. He has just come out with a $3 million dream bra. It's a bra that is encrusted with diamonds. $3 million. This is stupid. Who would wear this, really? I mean, aren't women already bothered enough by guys coming up to them, pointing at the chest and going, hey, are those real? You know what I mean? You know, just, you know what I mean? Why would you have that? Is that a big problem? Oh, they sold O.J.'s house. An investment banker bought the house for a little less than $4 million. Yeah, finally sold that thing. That seems like a lot of money, doesn't it? I mean, the intercom doesn't work. You can't hear someone honking at the gate. Every time you go in, you're banging your head on that air conditioner. Ah, did I hit that air conditioner again? Ah! No mercy applause just because it's the holiday. Thank you very much. See, birthday. It's a slow news day, Kev.
All right.
I'm reaching here. You know whose birthday is today? This is the 153rd birthday of Carl Benz. He is the man who started Mercedes-Benz. You realize if it wasn't for Mercedes-Benz, thousands and thousands of middle-aged bald lawyers would never be able to get dates. Do you know that? This man enabled these men, you know. Now, here's a story I saw in the paper last week. It seems a lot of doctors around the country watch NBC's ER to learn the latest medical techniques. Isn't that scary? No, this is true. They watch ER, they learn from ER, and then they try out what they've learned on their patients. In fact, a lot of the hookers on Hollywood Boulevard do the same thing watching Melrose Place. They watch the show, and then, oh, there's a new technique, a new position. Oh, and that school up in Seattle where the teacher had sex with the 13-year-old. You know this rather slimy story. Well, you know, now the school's got a new motto. Can you see this? See? Stay in school, you might get lucky. You see that? They'd encourage kids. Apparently the schools in Seattle are a little bit different. What happens up there is when the bell rings, you go to another teacher. See, it moves around. Oh, yeah, kill the messenger. Good idea. Well, it seems the mother of the 13-year-old boy who fathered the teacher's baby was on the news the other night, and she said this will never, ever happen again. She says from now on, she sends him to school, she's going to pin his condoms to his sleeve so they don't fall off. She does what apparently the last time. She didn't have them on the sleeve. She lost them.
Didn't have them on the sleeves yet.
Well, that's why you got to, sure, you don't want to forget.
No.
Not sure that's a good idea, pinning a condom. That seems like a... In fact, that might have... Well, never mind. Indictments are expected next month against Arizona State University. You know about this? The basketball players there? The big federal grand jury investigation into allegations of point shaving during the 93-94 season. These players allegedly got money for fixing games. Imagine that. They were being paid to lose. Or as we call it in L.A., the Clippers. But it's very similar. It's very similar. Paid to lose. It's a terrible... Oh... It's a terrible, terrible thing. And I mentioned last night, in Japan, there's a new magazine out called Divorce. And it's pretty hot. You think, oh, who would buy this magazine? But I guess it's doing pretty well. And it's a pretty good deal. The subscription is free, but if you try to end it, it's $3,000 a month. Yeah. Oh, they'll sign. Yeah, oh, no problem. Here you go, pal. Try to get out of it. And finally, one of our reporters, right here at the local news, our NBC News, right here in L.A., a hard-hitting story. Forget this Saddam Hussein nonsense. Forget the Middle East. Forget the economy. Our reporter got an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson's wife, Debbie Rowe. Yeah. And Debbie says she's expecting the couple's second child. Michael and Debbie are having another child. And even more excited, she says one day she hopes to meet Michael Jackson in person. So, how exciting that would be. Oh. I am so glad the holidays are here. You know, I could have spent the day writing jokes, but I chose to do good works instead, as you can tell. And just travel around and spread goodwill among our fellow... Excuse me, Miss?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I have so much to do to get ready for Thanksgiving dinner. But I also want to see the rest of your show.
Yeah, so what are you doing with those annoying walnuts?
Well, time's a wasting. I have to, you know, make dinner.
Time's a wasting. Well, look. Well, you can't sit there and crack those walnuts. It's ridiculous. You're disturbing all the people around you. That's why the monologue didn't get big laughs. Idiot woman was cracking walnuts. I'm thinking, these are great jokes. There's the reason right there. Look, Joey, I'll crack the walnuts. Just give them to Joey. Just a minute. Kev, I'm gonna go into the video screen here. Have you got the remote?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's find something that'll help us crack these walnuts.
Cool.
All right, let me just...
Cool, man.
Okay, Kev, look around the dial. No, that's some pigeon thing or something. Looks like I'm in London. No, change the channel. No, I don't think so. It looks like some episode of Ellen or something. Oh, boy, they're pushing the beds together. Click it again, Kev. Oh, it's the kids from Riverdance. The clock dancers. They can help me out. Ow! Edge! Ah, my hand. Give that to her. Oh, thank you very much. I tell you, Cabot. And this is sophisticated comedy, isn't it?
What is that?
The real writers are off visiting their families this week. Luckily, some of the This is real comedy. That's just political satire right here. Folks, this is stupid, and we have a great show tonight. Now, you're really going to enjoy it. We have some first graders here. Some first graders. Captain, you love these kids?
They're great.
Oh, no, these are real kids. They're from the Balboa Magnet School right here in Northridge. They will come out. They will present their Thanksgiving pageant and explain the true meaning of Thanksgiving. You know, it's fun. These kids are really fun to see because we don't see kids around here a lot. So the real kids, there's about 20 of them. They got the whole outfit. They got the little hats. They're really into this thing.
Yes.
They will explain to you the real meaning. It's not corny jokes. No, the real meaning. And also from Caroline, the city, the very lovely Leah Thompson. Leah Thompson is here. Leah Thompson is here. I wonder if this works on other parts of your body. And also, the Flying Karamazov Brothers will perform. We'll be right back with our 6th annual Thanksgiving Day Parade. Thank you. Thank you, folks.
You've always been told, don't open till Christmas.
Flubber!
Now, you know why. This holiday season, Walt Disney Pictures presents The Goo that keeps on giving.
Hit the deck! I've got it! Wow, what a bang.
Robin Williams, Flubber, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
Here comes Christmas, here we go.
Friday, Sears is open early with special savings like 50% off these Craftsman power tools, only $19.99 each. 3 hours only.
Come see the merry side of Sears.
He doesn't really talk about his hair, but I know he thinks about it. That's why he uses Pantene Pro V. The Pro Vitamin formula penetrates, improving hair, keeping it looking really healthy, shiny, strong. Pantene Pro V, for hair so healthy it shines.
Over the past few weeks, Central Illinois News Channel warned you about telephone scams, had important information about gun safety, and showed you the 10 foods you should never eat. It's because of these special reports, along with breaking news coverage and in-depth reporting, that you've kept News 25 Central Illinois' #1 choice for television news. The coverage you count on, the stories you remember, and the news team you trust are only on News 25, Central Illinois News Channel.
Choice meats, real dairy cheese, freshly baked bread, enough to satisfy up to 40 people, or just one. Blimpie, it's a beautiful thing.
We can cater your holiday get-together, bowl party, or any special event. Call the Blimpie nearest you.
Roomier, smoother, quieter, and
cheaper at Parkway Nissan Hyundai Isuzu. The all-new redesigned 98 Altima GXE is just $18,539. Loaded with automatic air, cruise, CD player, power windows, and locks, just $18,539. That's $1,500 less than a comparably equipped 97. Plus, save big on all the 98 Nissans. Going on now at Parkway Nissan Hyundai Isuzu.
Welcome to the 6th annual Tonight Show parade. Whew, that is hot coffee, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Boy, I'm here with the lovely Ed Hall right in front of the fabulous Mann's Chinese Theater. What better place for a Thanksgiving parade, huh?
That's right, Jay. You know, there's a huge crowd of spectators here on Hollywood Boulevard, and they seem to be in the giving spirit.
You're right, Ed. In fact, one of them gave me the finger just a few minutes ago. Woo! That's hot coffee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo! Anyway, Ed, let's tell the viewers about our first float, shall we?
Oh,
that is hot coffee.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. You know, everyone loves Barney the Purple Dinosaur.
Tell me about it. Well, not really everyone, Ed. In fact, you remember Barney's lawsuit with the San Diego Chicken?
Yes, I do.
Well, they decided to settle out of court in a steel cage death match between Barney and the San Diego Chicken. Hey, there they are.
Oh, wow. There's no love lost between those two.
Look at that, huh? Oh, boy.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Boy, it is a brisk 68 degrees here in Los Angeles. Coming up the street next, a group of marchers commemorating the film The Full Monty.
You know, Jay, these marchers, isn't it amazing? They've been working their butts off to get ready for this parade.
Yes, yes. Looks to me like they could have worked just a little bit harder, Ed.
That's true. Woo! Jay, you remember the legend of Paul Bunyan?
Oh, boy, do I. You mean the mythical giant woodsman with the blue ox babe?
Of course I do. Well, this next float puts a 90s spin on this great American folktale. It's the legend of Janet Reno.
Yes. Now that's an actual giant redwood she's chopping down there, isn't it? Yeah, there she is there.
Come on, you child, go back to the
What's
White
that
House. I got
beeping?
places
Some
to be
idiot got
today.
into the parade.
No,
What are you
no,
doing,
it's no
huh?
idiot. That's our
Get
next
down,
float. That's a
ladies.
salute to road rage. There you go there. As you can see, he looks pretty upset, yeah.
I think that guy was behind me on the freeway coming over here. Oh, man.
I see the wind is starting to kick up a little bit.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I see it has.
Yeah, it happens every time this year when we do the bit. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, boy, that's a stiff breeze coming in there. Yeah.
You're getting knocked right over.
Yeah, the wind's not strong enough to get the leaves our way, but... Oh, there's the wind now, Ed.
Wow.
I tell you, there's something flew by there.
Jay, now, here's a very popular balloon. It's making its first appearance this year.
It's very popular and it's making its first appearance?
That's what the cards say. It's Spam, Jay. Interestingly enough, even though it floats, we still don't know what it's made of.
Yeah, look at that. But each one of those people has gone home with their own souvenir. Oh, boy, that wind is really kicking up now, Ed.
Wow.
Yeah. Whew, I'm glad we got hot coffee.
Look, who's coming down the street now? A household name here on the West Coast.
Oh, it's a salute to El Nino. There's a colorful depiction of the mighty force of El Nino devastating an L.A. family. There you are. Give you some idea.
That El Nino is one bad mother.
Shut your mouth, Ed. Well, Ed, speaking of rain, woo, that wind is kicking in, huh?
Brother.
Yeah, we got this parade off just in time. The next float is called Save the Rainforest.
Wow. Look, that's beautiful, Jay. And you know, they had to cut down over 1,000 different rare and exotic trees to make that float.
It's a beauty. Well, it's worth the effort, Ed. If it helps us save just one tree. Boy, the rain's starting to kick in now, and then, yeah.
Yes. They're even harder than
Yeah, I tell you, if I was in charge of the weather, I'd fire somebody right about now. Yeah, this may have something to do with working on a holiday. Or it could just be El Nino.
They're a little upset.
Yeah.
Jay, this next float looks like another steel cage death match. Is this Barney and the Chicken?
No, Ed, that's Janet Reno versus Saddam Hussein. Look at them go at it. There they are. Yeah.
Oh, that Saddam must be crazy to tangle with Janet.
He's got to be nuts.
Wow. Oh. Hey, Jay, now what's that coming around the corner? It looks like a giant turkey balloon.
Well, that's no balloon, Ed. That's an actual turkey that's been pumped full of growth hormones.
Oh, man, why did they make a turkey that big?
That was special order from Marlon Brando. Hey there, Mr. Turkey. How are you? Good to see you there.
So
well, I tell you, the rain, it's amazing how the rain comes in buckets.
You know, Jay, no Thanksgiving parade is complete without a visit from Santa. And this year's float celebrates department store Santas everywhere.
Yeah, look, there's one Santa drinking his lunch. There's another Santa hitting on an elf. Watch him here. Look at that. Oh, yeah. There's another Santa. Look, he's about to drive the porcelain sleigh. There he is there. Yeah.
What's that beef? Is that road rage guy?
Yeah, maybe he should mellow out like our next float.
Don't even try it. What's that, Jay?
Now, this is California's salute to medical marijuana.
Well, look at that, Jay. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, those guys look familiar.
That's our band. Look, it's our band. Look.
Well, Jay, you know, it's nice to see that they're taking the time to help with medical research.
Yeah. Say, if this wind doesn't die down, somebody's in a lot of trouble.
Finally, Jay, the reason why there's a Thanksgiving in the first place. Here's a realistic recreation of the first Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy, who can forget the time when Native Americans shared their food with the Pilgrims, who in turn kicked them off their land? Yeah. Now you'll see it reenacted there. There you are. Yeah.
No free rides, buddy.
Oh, boy, it's a rough crowd.
Wow. Whoa, Jay. Boy, we seem to be feeling the full effect of El Nino now.
Yeah, I tell you, Ed, lucky for us, we're out of time.
Right
Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching.
Feel my wrath.
Here comes Christmas. Here we go. The time is near. I can't move slow.
Start your holidays early Friday at Sears and save on great gifts. Like 40% off all women's sweaters and activewear sets for 3 special hours. And remember to sign up for our big $500 shopping spree. One lucky winner per store. Drawing at 10 a.m. Friday morning only.
Come see the merry side of Sears.
You don't need binoculars to see why Escort is so popular. It's a value so enticing, it's like getting cake with extra icing. You can get power, lots of power, power galore, to whisk down the windows and unlock the doors, adjust the side mirrors, but wait, there is more. Opt for a remote, AC, a smooth automatic, and a CD player for the music fanatic. And if that's not enough, you can get an anti-theft system to protect this good stuff. The buck starts here for Escort thrills, somewhat higher, loaded to the gills.
With the Dow at the level that it is today, it is difficult to find attractive values, but we work diligently every day looking for them.
Utilities, if you choose them right, and we feel like we do that at the Prudential Utility Fund, can provide a very good conservative equity option as long as you have a long-term holding period.
With the stock market having been as strong as it's been for as long as it's been, And with the bond market at relatively high real rates of return, bonds start to look really attractive as an alternative investment.
Zales, the diamond store, has 3-carat diamond bracelets in all styles for just $9.99. And with a purchase of $99 or more, you can get a rose box with classic diamond earrings for just $29. Only at Zales.
If you've tried to quit but are still smoking, try something different. Not a patch, not a gum, but prescription medicines that can help you quit smoking. Ask your doctor or call 1-888-959-STOP and get ready for success.
Attention Central Illinois truck buyers, get into Dodge at
Mr. Big Volume.
Parkway Dodge. The all-new 98 Dodge trucks have arrived. Get into Dodge. But wait! Over 60 1997 Dodges still remain, and you can steal one at the lowest price of the year. Guaranteed. The largest selection of new Dodge trucks anywhere, even Durangos and quad cabs. Get into Dodge at Parkway Dodge. The largest selection, the lowest price, guaranteed.
I put in my 10 hours. I'm tired and I'm beat. I head out in my pickup truck to find something to eat. A juicy quarter pounder is what I had in mind, with lettuce and tomato every day, priced $99. I see the golden arches. Then I begin to holler, 'cause I'm about to feed myself for just under $1.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Welcome back. Our first graders are here with their pageant in just a second. The star of Caroline in the City, Leah Thompson, will be out in the Flying Karamazov brothers will perform as well. All right, now, something very special for you tonight, folks. To help us celebrate Thanksgiving, we bring you the first grade class from the Balboa Magnet School right here in L.A. Come on out, kids. Come on, you guys. Come on out here. Hey, you guys. Come on out here. What a good-looking group. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to, first I'm going to ask, I'll go by you with the mic and you say your name, okay? You're?
Eldon. Janessa. Gary. Lauren. Eldon. Katie. Lauren. Richie. Michael. Adrian. Monica. Michael. Monica.
Hey, there was an Indian. There you go.
Rebecca. Josh. Lindsay. Nathan. Gabriella. Corey. Alex. Samantha. Olivia. Joseph. Olivia. Joseph. Olivia.
All right, that's pretty good. All right, there they are. Those are the kids. Let me guess. Now, Eldon, you're a pilgrim? Then why do you have an extra hat?
For you.
This is for me? I get to wear this?
And the collar.
And the collar?
Go with it.
Is this a toilet seat cover or is this a collar? Okay, here we go. All right, hang on. Can you put it on for me? Can you show me how to put it on? Am I doing it right? Okay, there we go. This is my hat. Okay. Is that how it goes?
No.
They look all right? Huh? Why doesn't it fit? It won't stay on. Look.
Don't need it.
No? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll have it sized. We'll have it taken in. Okay.
Put it upside down.
Put it upside down like that? All right, how's that? All right. That work all right? All right. That works. That works. Okay, now who is playing? Oh, my hat fell off. Who is playing the turkey? Are you the turkey?
Nobody.
What?
Nobody.
Well, why not?
Because there's no turkey.
How can you have a Thanksgiving without turkey?
Because we're thankful for things.
Oh, you're thankful for things. Turkey's not one of them.
Well, we just have a story to tell.
All right. So who won the first football game between the Indians and the Pilgrims? Do you know?
There isn't any. No.
Yeah. Okay. Now, didn't I see a burrito wrapped in this a little while ago? What are you guys going to have for dinner tomorrow? Turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey would be a good guess. Would be a good guess. Are we ready to do the story? Now, Eldon, you're going to lead off here. Now, you will tell us the story of Thanksgiving as you know it, correct? Ladies and gentlemen, the story of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is a special holiday. On Thanksgiving, we gather with our family and friends and give thanks for all the good things in our lives. So let's look back to see how it all began. Thanksgiving began because of a group of English people called Pilgrims. In 1620, these Pilgrims left England on a ship called the Mayflower. They came to live in what is now Massachusetts. That first year, we had such a bad winter. We lost so many loved ones. Our first winter, we had so little food that we lived on only a few kernels of corn a day. We struggled to get here so that we could have the freedom to believe and do what we think is right. When we first came, we had only one house, our common house. Some of us lived in dugouts in the earth that we covered with the wind blew cold that winter. Our first winter, there was much sickness and cold and hunger. The land was cold and we had no friends, but soon we met Squanto and the Wampanoags. They taught us many things. We showed you how to grow corn, to dig the hole, to fill it with tiny fish to feed the soil, and then to plant the seed. We worked all together. We also taught you which foods of the forest you could eat, and how to prepare them, and how to dry them for the winter. Yes, and we taught you how to hunt deer and turkeys and geese. There was so much to be thankful for that we decided to celebrate with a big harvest festival. We invited our Native American friends to join the party. And so, when we learn all about what the Pilgrims went through, we have more reasons to celebrate Thanksgiving. We are thankful for the good things in our lives, but we are also thankful for the Pilgrims, their struggles, and their strong desire to live in a free country.
Now the kids, you got a, wait, hang on, they have, oh, my hat's falling off. You guys also have a song, right? Okay, now you guys going to go on the road and tour with this? Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Here is this the thankful song? Okay, here's the song. Okay.
What were they thankful for? At the very first Thanksgiving feast, what were they thankful for? For friendship in a land that was blue, and strength to see the winter through. For life and health and crops that grew, that's what they were thankful for. What am I thankful for? What am I thankful for? As we celebrate Thanksgiving Day, what am I thankful for? For the sun and rain and grass and trees and pets and friends who care for me. For the love of home and family, that's what I'm thankful for. Oh, that's what I'm thankful for.
Great job, you guys. Very, very nice. Thanks a lot. How about those kids? Be right back with Leah Thompson right after this.
The Boston Herald calls Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil one of the best American movies of the year.
Oh, that Jim Williams went and shot somebody. Canopy.
This has Oscar written all over it. Another major success for Clint Eastwood. A totally engrossing movie experience with razor-sharp performances. Academy Award winner Kevin Spacey, John Cusack.
Truth is in the eye of the beholder.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, directed by Clint Eastwood. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
You can only survive on what you find in the forest. We'll meet in 5 days here. And good luck.
The Honda CR-V has its own picnic table, waterproof storage compartment, and 2 power outlets. For those times when you have to rough it.
I love nature.
Tonight I'm calling a holiday tradition that just won't go away. Believe me, they won't. Plus Nathan Lane, and for the first time anywhere, hear the McCoy Babies.
Tonight on Later, Cindy Crawford has a confession for Veronica's Closet's Dan Cortez.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Later tonight. Attention Central Illinois truck buyers. Get into Dodge at
Mr. Big Volume.
Parkway Dodge. The all-new 98 Dodge trucks have arrived. Get into Dodge. But wait! Over 60 1997 Dodges still remain, and you can steal one at the lowest price of the year. Guaranteed. The largest selection of new Dodge trucks anywhere, even Durangos and quad cabs. Get into Dodge at Parkway Dodge. The largest selection, the lowest price, guaranteed.
The first Thanksgiving, a truly remarkable event. The sharing of the feast, the heartfelt camaraderie. All in all, it was pretty perfect, except, of course, for one thing. No TV.
Circuit City's holiday sale is going on now, and you'll find this RCA 27-inch stereo TV for just $299.99.
10 to 1, the cable guy doesn't get here before the War of 1812.
What's making Ron Bauer so happy this Christmas? Maybe it's all the dads that are getting Lazy Boy recliners from only $2.99, or the moms that will be thrilled with an oak pedestal table and 4 chairs from only $5.99, or the kid that will really enjoy a computer workstation from only $5.49. Or could it be that there's no interest for 12 full months during the store-wide pre-holiday sale? Bauer Furniture for the Home. We'll feather your nest in comfort and style.
I'm Sabrina King with your winning lottery numbers for midday pick 3, 260, pick 4, 6113, evening pick 3, 020, pick 4, 4004, and Little Lotto 15, 26, 9, 2, 20, and Lotto 29, 40, 36, 25, 22, 35. Good luck.
This News 25 update is brought to you by the Metro Center, the best shopping in town.
For all your holiday gift giving, the Metro Center is still the best shopping in town. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 till 9. Some stores open Sunday, noon to 5.
Those are cute kids.
Cool, man.
I was 11 before I didn't know you didn't have pasta vazul before
really?
turkey. Yeah. You had pasta vazul, antipasto, lasagna, then turkey. That's where I was born. My first guest stars in the hit series Caroline the City, which can be seen every Monday night right here on NBC. She's also hosting TV Guide Looks at Christmas, which airs this Saturday on the USA Network. Please welcome the Perky. She's perky. She's cute. Leah Thompson. Great. That's a great outfit. You look like one of those little kids all grown up. I guess that's what you would be.
That's a tough act to follow.
Oh, they're cute, aren't they?
They were so cute.
I know, because we don't see a lot of kids around here. It's fun having like the ears holding the hat up. Well, are you ready for the holiday? You ready for Thanksgiving?
Well, yeah. I was decorating yesterday with my daughters.
Decorating the house. That's right. You see, I don't have kids. That's right. You put up the whole turkey thing on the refrigerator with the magnet.
Yeah, lots of pictures and getting out some of the Christmas decorations. I had to chase a mouse around, though.
A mouse?
In my basement, trying to get the Christmas decorations.
Oh.
But that's par for the course, you know, on the Hollywood Hills there now.
That's right. There are a lot of big wharf rats up there, too, as a matter of fact. Now, do you cook any specialties? You just do the microwave turkey thing?
No, I like to cook, but I have one specialty that I love, but my best friend calls them white trash yams.
White trash yams?
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And what is that?
It's yams with pineapple, and then you put marshmallows on the top. And if you can get the different colored ones, it really looks wretched. But it tastes good. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, that a big, yeah? Well, as long as you do that afterwards, I guess I could. Now, Thanksgiving as a kid, was that a big deal in your house?
Yeah, it was. We always had a lot of people. I'm the youngest of 5, and so we always had a lot of mishaps. And
because you're from where? You're from Minnesota.
I'm from Minnesota, yeah.
Now, see, my...
Oh, yeah. That's right now, don't you know?
Well, see, I was born in New York. So we would, before we had the turkey, we would, as I said, we would have lasagna. My grandmother would make pasta vazul, and then you'd have turkey. What would you have in Minnesota? Were there traditional...
Well, there is a really traditional lutefisk. Anyone had lutefisk?
Oh, that's yeah.
Swedish and Norwegian. My stepfather would make that every year, which is some kind of wretched white fish.
It smells, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they cure it in lye. It's some horrible process, and then you boil it. let's have that. It's really ridiculous. And my dad makes it every year, and he won't eat it, but he makes us eat it.
And you boil it and lie. Are you trying to get it out of the witness protection program?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really like some horrible drug-making process.
Oh,
like
man.
I mean, it's really horrible.
Now, did you bring it? Every time you come here, you always bring a joke.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh.
Do you have a joke?
Yeah,
I don't know how this. I'm not sure how this started, but each time you say, "Oh, I have a joke." Have you got another one?
Yeah, I got a joke.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Should I stand up?
If you like, stand-up comic. Please welcome stand-up comic, Leah.
Here's my joke. Okay, so there's a kid. He's like 8 years old, and he says to his mom, he says, "Mom, how much do you weigh?" And she says, "Honey, you know, I don't think that's any of your business." And okay, he says, "How old are you?" "You know, that's really personal." All right, so he says, "Why did you and Dad get divorced?" And she says, "This is it. I'm not going to answer any of these questions." So he goes to school, and he tells this to his friend. "My mom won't tell me anything. Her weight, her height, nothing." So the kid says, his friend says, "Well, I know the answer. Just look in her pocketbook, open it up, look at her driver's license. It's got all the information you'll ever need." So he does that, and the next day he says to his mom, "I know how much you weigh. You weigh 128. She says, "How do you know that?" And he says, "I know how old you are. You're 36. And she says, "How do you know that?" And he says, "I also know why Dad divorced you. You got an F under sex."
Very good. Very good. Very good. Wow,
That is so hard to do. That's really embarrassing.
I tell you, from where I was sitting, it looked like a great joke. Now, you sang at the World Series. You sang the national anthem. Now, I didn't even know this.
So scary.
Is that really scary? Because it's a very hard song to sing.
It is hard. It's really hard, and I'm not really a singer, so they asked me to sing the national anthem.
Oh, good. You're not a singer. It's a hard song.
I know, in front of 50 million people on the 4th game of the World Series. So I said yes, because I like to be scared.
Right.
And I was on my way in the limo to go and do it, and my husband's in the limo, and I'm hyperventilating like this. And all I have is that The Little Mermaid was on my show, the girl who plays The Little Mermaid, and I asked her some advice, and she said, "Get a pitch pipe, because you gotta start on the right note, right? Or else you're doomed."
Right.
So I've got the pitch pipe, and I'm in the back, and I'm hyperventilating, and my husband says to the guy next to us, "So they have a backup, right, in case she can't do it?" He had a lot of faith in me. So I get there, and my hand's shaking so much, and I'm practicing with the pitch pipe. I've got that D note, doo, and I'm doo, and then the band starts da 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 da, and I go doo. You can't keep the note because they keep blasting this thing. So anyway, I went out there, and they had also told me that the lyrics would be up there on that big screen.
Oh, the Jumbotron thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I start singing. Of course, I start on the wrong note.
Yeah.
And I get really scared, and I look up for the lyrics, and all I see is my face, 4 stories high. And I go, wow, she looks really relaxed. So then I made it through, just because I look so darn relaxed.
So you got it through. It's okay.
Yeah.
You remember, because it's true. And the Rockets, red. I mean, did you make it through?
I did. I made it through, but I was so scared.
Well, no, that's like the hardest thing there is to do.
Yeah, it was fun though. I felt they won too. The Cleveland Indians won, so that was
You were
good.
good luck.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you about how's the show going? You having fun on Caroline?
Yeah, I am. I am. I'm having a great time. It's really fun, except for, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. It's so weird to kiss a stranger in front of people. There's this really cute guy who's playing my boyfriend, and I had to kiss him in front of all these people, and I hardly know him. And then I had to do a play reading, and I had to kiss this guy that I don't even know, and I was just thinking that it's just the weirdest thing. Have you ever had to do that, kiss a complete stranger in front of a bunch of people?
Well, no, I don't think I have.
You haven't?
No.
Do you think it's easy?
I don't know if it's easy or not. Oh, do I get a kiss? Oh, thank you very much.
Isn't that weird? It's really weird. See, now I'm blushing. Look, you're blushing. It's the weirdest thing.
You know what's really hard to do in front of
job.
strangers? Well, they wonder how diseases are spread. No, thank you. That was a lovely Thanksgiving.
But see, it's so strange.
That was lovely. Thank you very much.
I mean, we don't
Now, is that odd when you go in and you just, not like you said, another's boyfriend on the show, do you meet the guy and they go, okay, kiss? Or do you spend some time, does he buy you dinner and drinks first? You just do the...
No, it's so weird. You just in front of all these people. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, this sounds like a story you told your husband. I'm not buying it. Now tell me about this Christmas special. What is this thing?
Oh, it's like, it's a bunch of different clips and pieces of trivia of your favorite Christmas specials throughout the years. And it's really sweet. It's like hors d'oeuvres of all your favorite shows. Hors d'oeuvres
of all your favorite shows?
Yes. So you can remember which ones, like, you know, Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And also some sitcoms. And
now, do you perform any songs in the show? Do you sing?
No, I don't sing. I don't sing. But, I mean, in that show, I don't.
Yeah.
But now I sing the national anthem.
Right, you do that. Do you do other songs as well?
Yeah, I do other songs. Actually, I do Frosty the Snowman, but in a very special way.
How do you mean?
I play my head.
You play your head?
Yes.
Can you do that? What do you mean play? Oh, you mean you knock on your head?
My big brother taught me how to do this.
Well, that's a very hard. Well, sure, go ahead. The Frosty the Snowman. Shh.
I hit a flat note.
Ow. Well, that's very good. Are you all right? You look like you're in pain.
I'm okay. No, I was hitting a lot of flat notes. It was upsetting.
Well, that can happen. Well, that was great. Well, listen, you have a nice Thanksgiving tomorrow. And your mom was great. I met her mom in the dressing room. It's nice to see the whole family back there. So we'll be right back right after this with the Flying Karamazov Brothers. Right here.
This holiday season. On here. Loose lips.
Was it something I said?
How about the words, I'll be right back?
Sink ships.
Torpedo, torpedo, torpedo.
On December 19th.
Accidents do happen. They frequently do with you.
The world belongs to Bond. Tomorrow never dies.
Don't get any ideas.
I'd never dream of it.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, December 19th.
It is 180 degrees from expected. It is a leather-trimmed interior, available heated front seats, and an Infinity 10-speaker audio system. The new Chrysler Town & Country LXI, built on the belief that great cars appeal to a more passionate side. And now it's available with $1,000 cash back or a very special low lease rate. Chrysler, engineered to be great cars.
There was a time when it was perfect. Clean. Untouched. You can have this taste again. Brita. Tap water. Transformed.
Cut! Kit Kat break time!
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. I want to take a break with that Kit Kat bar.
Here comes Christmas, here we go. Friday, Sears is open early with special savings like 50% off all men's David Taylor dress and cotton flannel shirts. 3 hours only. Come see the merry side of Sears.
Thanksgiving Thursday, Seinfeld's an hour early. You've never had turkey like this before.
Hey, buddy.
Newman, get out of there! Spend the Thanksgiving at Jurassic Park? Oh no, this time you're the turkey! Ouch. Seinfeld at an early time, followed by Jurassic Park. NBC Thanksgiving Thursday.
On the next episode of Seinfeld. You bought a car because it belonged to John Voight? No. I think yes.
Seinfeld, tomorrow following News 25 at 6.
They sweat more. They strive to find their way on a road that few have traveled. Why? Because we took away their team jerseys and 4x4s.
What the heck is that?
So you can win them in the Sprite Under the Cap game.
It's coming this way.
Fitz and Floyd,
German nutcrackers and smokers. There's magic everywhere at My Secret Garden, Peoria Heights.
Now, folks, in this week's issue of Newsweek magazine, former Clinton advisor George Stephanopoulos has written a full-page column about getting rid of Saddam Hussein. He even suggests ways to kill the guy. So we took a poll of our audience members to see how they would like to get rid of Saddam Hussein. Here now, the results of that poll. 5% said, give him a show on the WB network. They said that would be one. 10% said, dress him up as Whitney Houston, give Bobby Brown 2 six-packs of malt liquor. A little excessive. 13% said, have him stand between Roger Ebert and a pizza. That might work. And finally, not a moment too soon, 50% said, make him a member of the Spice Girls. He'll be gone by the end of the year. We'll be right back with the Flying Karamazov Brothers right after this. Don't go away.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, yeah, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Wow. Fall into the gap, yeah.
To prove that Energizer lasts over 15% longer than Duracell in these camcorders, here's Energizer management trainee Jeff Mackey.
My, Jeff, and it's bye-bye bunny. Now, ever sat in your boss's chair?
Yeah. Okay. Which battery lasts over 15% longer in these camcorders?
Energizer. Next time, Pink.
Here comes Christmas. Here we go. The time is near. I can't move slow.
This year, give Dad an extra hand with Craftsman RoboGrip pliers from Sears. These innovative, self-adjusting tools are the best-selling Craftsman tool ever. And now they come with protective jaw guards for a gentle grip. This 3-pack of popular sizes is just $49.99 and guaranteed forever. Make it Craftsman for Christmas from Sears.
Come see the merry side of Sears.
So you want to know what's on my Discover card statement? My dogs. Hey, you! That's called the Kong that bounces every which way.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Sends him into a frenzy of dog happiness.
It pays to discover.
Don't overact, don't overthink, and don't overstink. Hugo.
Hugo?
Clean, simple. Hey, you know a good thing when you smell it. Hugo. Don't imitate, innovate. Hugo!
Stay tuned for Late Night. My guests are Nathan Lane, Reverend Al Sharpton, and Todd Rundgren. Plus, I juggle the septuplets. Check it out. It's going to be cool.
Thanksgiving Day, a football feast. Aikman, Irvin, Smith, and the Cowboys in a battle for the playoffs face Eddie George and the Oilers. Thursday on NBC.
Look who's coming to NBC.
Richie Rich, the richest kid in the world.
It's Macaulay Culkin, and he's got it all.
My name is Claudia. Yikes.
But when somebody wants to take it away, he'll need a little help from his friends.
Yes!
Macaulay Culkin and John Larroquette. Richie Rich, Friday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Our next guests are old friends of The Tonight Show. They're currently performing in room service here in Los Angeles at the Mark Taper Forum until December 21st. Please welcome the Flying Karamazov Brothers.
Here, there's too many. You take care of those.
Okay, here, you take these. No. I'll take those. Quick. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. Great. Quick, I don't think anybody noticed.
Now, what do you guys? You're gonna. I'm involved here somehow. What do you want me to do?
Oh, yeah. Why don't you just stand over there? We don't want you to get hurt.
Stand over here.
Out of the way. And as long as you don't get in the way, everything will be fine.
Just walk on through.
I wouldn't go now. Go ahead. No, give it a try.
No, what are you doing? You're on your legs. Now, I understand. Howard, you will juggle an entire Thanksgiving dinner?
That is my intention, yes.
This has never been done before.
No, it has. Even by me.
Now, should I bring the dinner over here or you come over here?
We'll come to it.
Okay.
Okay, we have a pumpkin pie.
Pie.
And a turkey.
A turkey.
There we go. A turkey without handles. There we go. And cranberry sauce. Okay. There, the hard part is figuring out how to start.
We know how it's going to finish.
There you go. Where's the new talent coming from? Thank you, gentlemen. Be right back right after this. The Caramel's off.
Every time I say I need a low finance rate, I hear the same old thing.
At your O'Brien Automotive Team Mitsubishi dealerships, buy a new Eclipse or Galant with 3.9, 2.9, or as low as 1.9% financing.
Like we do, nobody can do. Payment. Like we do, nobody can do. Selection. Like we do.
Nobody does it better than your O'Brien Automotive Team Mitsubishi dealerships. Parkway Mitsubishi, Pioneer Park Mitsubishi, and Prospect Mitsubishi.
Dave Ryan's Lums is family.
I got all my sisters with me.
Get everybody's favorite breakfast, the Barn Burner for a thrifty $3.50. It's got everything.
Sit down, everybody, and eat.
2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, and juice, all for a thrifty $3.50.
I got all my sisters with me.
You'll love breakfast at Lums.
The holidays are here again. Family gatherings, special moments with special friends, and the after Thanksgiving sale at Famous Bar. You'll find 25 to 50% off everything you need to make the season bright, plus terrific gifts for everyone in your list. So hurry in Friday. Stores open early at 7 a.m. and Saturday at 8 a.m. Early bird specials Friday 7 to noon, plus 0% finance charge, no payment till March. So bring on the holidays and get to the after Thanksgiving sale at Famous Bar. It's a sale not even Santa can resist.
He's fought the insiders who fleece the taxpayers. As a state senator, he shined a spotlight on the secret deals, the no-bid contracts, and the giveaways to the politically connected. Peter Fitzgerald. He's made a practice of blowing the whistle on insider political dealing that cost the taxpayers millions.
Voters just want to know, is there someone out there who will actually go to Washington and stand up and speak out against that?
Peter Fitzgerald, fighting for us for a change.
Get a
jump on holiday shopping during Best Buy's Great Gift Sale this Friday and Saturday. You'll find thousands of markdowns on great gifts, like the #1 box office hit Men in Black for just $12.99, a 4-head VCR with front AV inputs for just $99.99, or a Magnavox 5-disc CD player with remote for just $88.99. Shop early from 8 a.m. to noon on Friday and take $2 off every CD, priced $9.99 or more. Hurry, these great prices only last 2 days, this Friday and Saturday. Best Buy, now that's a great idea.
Remember where last year's gift idea got you? This season at Shoe Carnival, buy one pair and get a second pair of equal or lesser value, half off, only at Shoe Carnival.
Look at that necklace.
Jones Brothers Jewelers.
Look at that ring.
Jones Brothers Jewelers.
Jones Brothers Jewelers, for the finest jewelry and gifts.
Irons and wedges, oversized wood, scoff shoes and bags, and wearable goods.
Have a swinging holiday. Come to Golf USA.
I want to thank Riverdance live from New York for being such great sports. They have a video out. Hold up video. There you look. Eldon's holding up the video. There you go. Also, I want to thank our first grade class from the Balboa Magnet School. Thanks for wearing your toilet seat covers, you guys. Thanks for that very much. And of course, Leah Thompson from Caroline in the City. Thank you, Leah. Thank you very, very much. And of course, once again, the Flying Karamazov Brothers. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Great job. Folks, we got a great show tomorrow night. Helena Bonham Carter will be here, the national turkey calling champ, Ralph Duran, and comedian Carrot Top. So, folks, have a nice Thanksgiving. We'll see you tomorrow, and stay tuned for... Hey, my hat fell down. Stay tuned for Conan coming up right after this. Thanks, you guys. See you later.
Bradley, Villanova, Saturday night at 7 on WEEK 25.